How we doing? Right, I am in the new 2017 model Nissan Navara double cab pickup. It's got nice and warm, so we're all up and running. I've already had it for about sort of 10 minutes, so I'm just getting used to it. So that'll give me a chance to give you my initial thoughts, and then we'll see if they change throughout the day. A bit windy today and a bit cold, but still a nice day for out and about. A bit bright, so I got me glasses on, like a test drive of bloody Harry Potter. Right, initially we've got a nice seating position. Seats are comfortable. This has got the leather. This is one of the top specs ones that they do, and I think it's called the Techna. I'll go through all the specifications, engine and transmission and that later, but just to let you know, this is an automatic that I'm trying. Straight off with, you know, one of my personal things I always look, obviously on long runs, being comfortable. The elbow room in this, the actual place you put your arm and elbow, it's alright. It's not as wide as some others, it's alright, but they have got a nice sort of padded area down here. There's been, you know, a lot of things in the press about the Navaras from the last few years, that there's been issues with structural problems with them, basically chassis issues. Forget all that, that's not what we're looking at. This is a totally new designed vehicle, totally new engine, new chassis design, everything. So forget all that, this is what we're looking at, the 2017 Navara, and it is, as I say, it really is impressive. The ride, it's got coil springs on the rear, unlike a lot of pickups which have leaf spring. I mean, Land Rover have been on coils for years, and you know, the benefits of that is well known. But yeah, the comfort, fantastic. The one thing that I am slightly surprised at, maybe, you know, I'd say the best way to describe it is, although this is 190 horsepower, again I think 400 newton meters of torque, it just seems a little bit let's say reluctant to sort of get up and go. When you put your foot down, it'll move, no question about that. I'm just wondering how it would behave if, for sake of argument, we had a load in the back, or we were towing a trailer. So what I might do, I might go and get back the yard and stick the Bowser in. That'll give us, hopefully give us about a quarter of a ton if I stick that in there, full of diesel. Let's be really clear about one thing. In the double cab 4x4 pickup market, Nissan in the last, I'd say 10 years, have carved themselves a very unique niche. Now, when you think of, you know, pickup trucks over here, UK, Europe, and, you know, and these light duty, we'll say light duty sizes compared to the big American Dodges and Chevys, but over here you think of, you know, a benchmark often is like thought of as the Hilux, Toyota Hilux. You know, you can load them up, you can take them across a field and take them across the desert if you're, you know, in places like Australia, or like we had them in North Africa, in the Sahara, and they're great. You can put a trailer behind them, load it up, and they're great. A Toyota is definitely not the quickest off the mark, and never have been, but, you know, they do the job. But Nissan very cleverly, I say, have got this unique niche in the market. Now, where everybody else has tried to compete with the likes of Toyota, nobody can really compete with Nissan in their own field. And that field, the ability to go and pick up some logs or carry your tools or go and get some material for a building project or whatever, but at the weekend or going out in the evening or going on holiday, you want a comfortable, spacious 4x4 pickup. It's got to be Nissan. That's got to be the Navara. And nobody else can really compete with that. Nissan have done that so well. So I'm, you know, it has the ability to be fully laden. It has the ability to tow a trailer and whatever and be a work truck. But if you were a site foreman, a farm manager, or as I said, a businessman that you know, wants to use it for business purposes, nothing comes close to this. If you're looking for a 4x4 double cab pickup, got to go and have a look at one of these. You must do, because I think it ticks most boxes for what people want, you know, for an everyday vehicle. So, you know, whether you're a farm manager, a site foreman, or, you know, you say you just got a business or whatever, and you want something that you can use also for the family, it really does that better than anything else, I think, on the market currently. Right, I brought it inside one of the sheds because it is a really windy day today, and I've tried recording outside a minute ago, and the wind's about as helpful as a fart in a spacesuit. So I brought it in here. It's a 2.3 twin turbo, and you can see down there, it has 190 horsepower and 400 newton meters of torque. So, right, well, let's have a little look at the layout. Everything is in standard place, as you'd expect it again. So you've got your lights and indicators, you've got your wipers and washers there, nice clear readout. You've got your fuel economy, etc., which you can change. You've got compass, you've got all your audio controls, various settings you can change, speeds and so on and so forth. So yeah, obviously this is, say, being the Tecna, is a high spec one. That's very good. You've got all your controls there for your phone and your cruise control, your stereo, your radio and that. And that's actually quite a nice one.
The bridge is still closed to high-sided vehicles. The A46 at Snarf and some...
So, sat-nav's very good. I've used that this morning, that's good. There's all your heater controls, aircon. So you can alter these. By pushing that, you can be separate. So the passenger can have a different temperature to the driver. Or push that, and you get them just the same on this one. 7-speed automatic transmission, very smooth. Various cup holders and so on and so forth. Conventional handbrake, you know. So you got all your controls for your doors and mirrors and your windows and that there. So that's all good. As I said, the dash layout, very nice, you know, it's very solid. Always scared that I'm going to tap these one day and get punched in the mouth with an airbag. But, that would go viral, wouldn't it? That would. Yeah, so very good. Well, I wanted to stick the diesel Bowser in the back.
try it out with a bit of weighting, but they've taken the Bowser on site, so that's kind of bollocks that up. Tell you what, that'll do the job. Right, so we got a bit of a load in, same as we did with the Isuzu, and I don't think it's made much difference. Handles well, but like I say, I always base it on having a few fencing stakes or some machinery spares, a decent sized toolbox, maybe some, you know, chainsaws and chains and that, lifting chains and stuff. So 1/4 ton, I think it's exactly 240 kilos, so 10 kilos under 1/4 ton, but yeah, no, as good as any. And yeah, ride is good, handling's still good. So as this one, as I said, is the Techno, which is the top of the range, and it has a 7-speed automatic gearbox. That's a very nice box. Nice looking truck, really is. Right, now then, back in the old L200. Well, in summary, I'll have to say I was very, very impressed. Yeah, I mean the space inside, brilliant. The layout, fantastic. The ride comfort, amazing. Really was. For a pickup truck, amazing. Downsides, I think for me, if there's a downside, again, just, you know, for me, for what my use would be, I think I'd like a little more power. Now, if Nissan were to put in like a 3-litre V6 diesel, there'd be nothing to touch it. There would be nothing to touch it. So, as I said, for me, I just like a bit more power. But there we are. You know, as I said, if you're looking at the moment, you're in the market for a double cab 4x4 pickup, you have to go and try one. You have to go and try one. Honestly, it ticks so many boxes. So there we are. What are we going to look at next? I have spoken with Ford, and they're going to try and get a Ranger, Ford Ranger 2017 model for me. Currently they've only got a 2.2, which I'm not really interested in. I want to see the 3.2. So they're going to try and get that organised for me. Right, I better get home now and have a cup of tea and start doing a bit more with these stickers. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Look after yourselves.